you guys that. Not sure how well that was. After I take these clips out after prom, I might do a whole video about lineups and stuff. If you get it twisted first, when you go to get a lineup, it's okay. You guys saw the last few clips. I was saying I'm pretty much going to prom. What is up, guys? D-Flow from the past, coming to let you guys know I'm retwisting my hair. Past D-Flow, might have told you guys that, but I'm letting you guys know again. It is Thursday night, technically Friday morning, because it's like 2 a.m., 2 or 3 a.m. And my prom is Saturday, so I was thinking of some hair things to do. Now, I haven't thought of a hairstyle. I just know I want it up. Like, I'm not just gonna wear it down. I'm not just gonna put a headband on and just tie it back. I just know I want it up, doing something. What did this dude just say? I'm not just gonna put a headband on and just tie it back. But the first thing you wanna do is get your hair retwisted. Obviously, I already started right here. I was just sort of bored, about to go to bed, and then I started twisting one, and then I got carried away and twisted another, twisted another, twisted another. And I was like, you know what? I might as well make a video talking about my hair. So I'm gonna hurry up and finish this other side, and then I'll talk to you guys later.
This is for all my kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, dripping, son of a guns.
I'm tryna fuck you and your bestie, yeah. Chopper with this girl, so do not test me, yeah. Rick Flood drip, go woo on a bitch. 5790, spit the coupe on my wrist. Multi-million dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tits.
Okay, so I'm finished with that. I'm not gonna put this side into the clips. Why do I keep doing that? I'm not gonna put this side into the clips because, I mean, I twisted it earlier and then I stuck it into the band. So the band is basically holding them tight, and I'm gonna sleep on this side because if I sleep on bands, that's gonna, what did I say? If I sleep on clips, that's gonna hurt. So I'm just gonna sleep on the side with the band because it's soft. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's still pulling them all tight. But yeah, so secondly, after the retwist, you wanna get a retwist first. I didn't do this, but it sort of helps out with if you're cutting your own hair or if you go to the barbershop and you're getting a lineup. If you get it twisted first, when you go to get a lineup, it makes it more visible what's a dread and what's not a dread, because if your hair is frizzy, you got a whole bunch of new growth. I don't know if it's that they can't tell or what, but typically a dread is gonna get clipped because, I mean, it's in the line, you know, it's in the way. It's gonna look like frizz, like they typically brush down what's in the front and then try to cut that off. My line, like if you guys can see, I typically get like a fade down here, and then someone told me to do a 360 after I lift up my hair, so I'm just gonna do that, even though I got the clips in here.
I'm tryna fuck you and your bestie, yeah. Chopper with this girl, so do not test me, yeah. Rick Flood drip, go woo on a bitch. 5790, spit the coupe.
Not sure how well that was. After I take these clips out after prom, I might do a whole video about lineups and stuff. I might do a video about doing it yourself, and I might do a video, or they might be in the same video talking about getting your hair cut by a barber, stuff like that. But pretty much, you want to twist your hair, get the lineup, and then the next clip might be me deciding what style to put my hair in. I'm actually gonna go to sleep because I gotta do something.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna pull an all-nighter because I gotta get some homework done. So I'll see you guys when I see.
Flipping the bird is a word. I'm flipping the bird is a word. I'm flipping that bird, that police and nerds. I think outside the back. Flipping the bird, that police and nerds. I'm flipping the bird.
Sorry for the sweat. That was really intense. I apologize for that. Let me take out these headphones. Okay, you guys saw the last few clips. I was saying I'm pretty much going to prom. Here's some pictures. As you can see, well, let me step to the side. As you can see, I didn't really do anything to my hair. I put my hair into a ponytail. Like I said, I said I wasn't gonna do that. I think I said that. I'm not sure. What did this dude just say? I'm not just gonna put a headband on and just tie it back. But I'm changing this video from, it's not really going to be a prom hairstyle list video where I'm going to show different hairstyles, which I thought I was going to do, but my face is still wet. So, like I said in the last few clips, I did get a lineup actually, but the thing is, I got my lineup a few days too early. So, my hair had already started growing in, my lineup wasn't really fresh anymore. I don't know if you guys can tell, I think prom was last night, yeah. Today's Sunday. Prom was last night, that's crazy. It don't even feel like it was that recent. But let me put this back on. I take this, voila. That was tight. Not actually. About the hairline, I did actually go to a barber. So the topic of this video today is gonna be professional lineups by a barbershop versus... What is up, YouTube? What is up, Flow Gang? I know this is long overdue. Like it's been nearly a month since my last upload. So I really forgot to transfer the notes to my computer. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. What is up, guys? Let me take this off real quick. Just hopped out the shower. Oh man, it's still wet. I can tell because it's still heavy. If my hair was dry, it would not have fallen down so easily. Kind of dull, so cue background music. Okay, so title of this video, you guys probably already saw it. It's gonna be barbershop pros and cons versus amateurly doing it yourself or amateurly getting a friend to do it. If you guys wanna follow me on Instagram, sometimes I do Instagram lives where I'll ask you guys questions to help me with future videos, find out what you guys wanna know. I'll do Instagram live, or sometimes I'll post something asking a question on what you guys want or what you guys like, things like that. So if you're not already following me, it's gonna be down below. It should have already been down below. If it's not, I don't know, it should be right here somewhere in front of me. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with barbershops. So with barbershops, you have pros. The only pros that I could think of were experience. Obviously, if someone's working in a barbershop, they went to school for it. If they didn't go to school for it, they've probably been doing it for years. You're not dealing with an amateur in that situation. You're not dealing with someone new to it. You're dealing with someone who knows exactly what they're doing. Water is good, guys. You guys should always drink water. Like, it's really good for you, especially when you're an athlete. Water is essential. Next is equipment. If you're going to a barbershop, pretty much if you go to a barbershop, you expect them to have everything. You expect them to have the clippers, blade, alcohol, clean equipment, a chair, obviously. You expect them to have the little sheet to cover you up, those little brushes to brush the hair off you. You expect them to have everything. If they don't, they could either ask the guy to the chair next to them or go to the back and get some more supplies or something. You expect them to be prepared. You just want them to have the equipment. They should have the equipment. Okay, so let's go to amateur, because those are the only pros I can think of. If you guys got any more pros of going to a barbershop, drop them down in the comments. But we're gonna go over to pros of doing it yourself. Okay, so obviously, if you're doing it yourself, you're not really gonna have to pay anybody. Or if you're getting your friend to do it, if it's not free, it's probably gonna be cheaper than if you're going to a barbershop, because I mean, they're your friends, so they're gonna give you some sort of discount if they do this on a regular. Or if they don't do this on a regular, they're not gonna charge you the same as if you went to a professional, because I mean, that's just a messed up friend. If your friend is charging you that much, I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, it should be cheap or it should be free. Another pro of doing it yourself or getting your friend to do it is it'll be more convenient. You could just be like, hey bro, could you cut my hair real quick? Or you know what, I'm feeling like a lineup or something. I feel like trimming this all off. So I got my clippers, or I got my scissors, or I got whatever I got, and I'm gonna do it. Also with convenience, this is another pro, like there's no wait. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to schedule anything. You know, you don't really waste your time. Do it when you want to do it. Another pro, this is my last pro for amateurs. I actually got a lot. Preference. You know what your preference is. So it's not like you go to the barbershop and then you don't really know what the outcome's gonna be. You're the one doing it, so you know what the outcome's gonna be. But let me go back. Let me go back to pros of a barbershop. If they have those little pictures on the wall that you can look at and basically guesstimate what your hair's gonna look like, or you could tell them little details about it, tell them I want this, this, and this. They're pros, so that's more in the experience range. So they might have that under their belt. You tell them what you want and they might be able to get it done. It's just, if you're doing it yourself, you know exactly what you want and you can get it like that, or you can try. Okay, so let's go to con. First off, I'm gonna start with pros. What did I just say? I'm gonna start off with cons of professionals. That is weird. I said pros to abbreviate professionals, but I'm getting myself mixed up. Professionals. Cons of professionals. My first con is that you have to put your entire trust into somebody. If you've never met this barber, or you're trying a new barber, or anything along those lines, you have to trust them with your hair. And if your hair grows slow, or whether your hair grows fast or slow or not, for the next week or so, or the next month, you're gonna have to deal with a messed up head if they screw you up. So you gotta put all your trust into this dude. You know, some people might say it's not that serious, but especially in the African American community, if your hairline, if your hairline is messed up, it's not good. It is bad. It's bad. Like, it's over with. So you pretty much got to put your trust in that person. But I mean, that could be good if you go to the same barber. If you've been going to the same barber for months or even years, or maybe you grew up with that barber and you just stuck with them, then yeah, that's good that you can trust them. Okay, another con. This was a pro within the amateur that is free, but a con of being with professionals is that typically their prices are going to be somewhat high. Depending on where you go, it might be more convenient. It might be easy of a price. I'd say it averages around $15 to maybe $25. That's probably like an average, but you could probably find someone a little bit cheaper. Or if it's a really good barber, or if they just feel like paying or charging that much, you could find barbers in the hundreds. Like, I know if you get a house call, obviously that's going to be hundreds, but house calls are usually safe for celebrities. So you're going to a barber shop. Cost is one of those cons. Once again, this is a pro for amateurs, but it is bad for the barbershops. Distance, time, inconvenience. You got to go out of your way to get to the barbershop. You got to get in your car and drive, or you got to walk, or you got to bike. You gotta go. It's not like the barbershop is in your house. It's not like you could walk next door. Maybe if you're in a city, you live in an apartment, you could just go downstairs and go outside and the barbershop's right there. I don't know. But typically the barbershop is some sort of distance from where you live, so it's out of the way. Time. You're gonna waste your time. You're gonna have to sit in line. You're gonna have to set an appointment. You're gonna have to schedule if you want to schedule, or if you walk in, obviously you're gonna wait a line. Typically waiting in line, there's already someone in front of you and there's probably someone in the chair, so you're probably gonna have to wait 30 minutes to an hour, or maybe even longer in some situations, but that's just what it takes to get a professional lineup or a professional haircut done. I already said this earlier with the trust. If you trust them, you could just tell them your preferences or whatever. This was a pro with doing it yourself. You know, you got your preferences, but with a professional, you could tell them or whatever. Applesauce is like the best. Okay, so next we're gonna go to cons of an amateur or doing it yourself. If you're an amateur, it's literally in the title, you're gonna be less experienced, you're gonna be less knowledgeable, less skilled, maybe even less creative. I didn't even think about that before until now. You're probably gonna be less creative with lineups, or even cutting your hair or styling your hair in general. So it's probably not gonna come out the way you want it to. And then another con of doing it yourself is, I don't really have too many cons, but I threw this one in. Full liability, total liability on you. So if you mess up your hairline, or you mess up your head, you give yourself a bald patch or something, you cut out a dread, there's no one to blame. You can't really be like, oh, give me my money back, or you can't put it on somebody. You can't stop people from roasting you by saying it's my barber's fault. No, it's gonna be way worse for you, because if your line's messed up, or you screw yourself up, you can easily be like, my barber, I don't know, I don't trust that barber, I'm going to a new person next time. But no, if you did it yourself, that's even more to roast you about. Like, people gonna be like, man, you messed yourself up. So that's my whole list of pros and cons of amateurs versus professionals. My personal opinion is I would rather do it myself, just because it's cheaper. Plus, I feel like with dreads, it doesn't even matter with the hairline, because most of the time my hair is just gonna be like this. But I do like that crisp fade when it is pulled back into a ponytail. I typically do need my hair pulled back when I'm doing sports or like track or something. I need that on my face. But for the most part of walking around school and whatnot, going to the mall or something, is typically down like this. So I spill applesauce on the table. I don't really stress a perfect hairline. I don't know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But the whole reason I did this is because I went to a barber recently, and it wasn't really my best experience at the barber. You know how you look in the mirror and everything feels perfectly fine? Like, you get your hopes up while it's happening. So once you look in the mirror, you're like, ooh, I look fresh. But then once it's all over, it's just sort of like, you get home, you look in the mirror, or maybe even the next day, you wake up, you look in the mirror, and you're just like, this is off. Like, and then there's nothing you can do. You just gotta sit through it until your hair grows back. That's pretty much what I did. Just had to sit through it till my hair grew back. And like I said, I wear my hair like this so nobody could tell. It's been so long since I talked to the camera, like I feel weird talking to my phone. And it's also cold in this room, so I'm like shivering. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you guys got any more pros and cons, I might do a part 2 if you guys give me enough content to talk about. So let me know, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, I don't know, do nothing. Do not give me a dislike. I don't know what it means, just don't do it though. But yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Actually, don't subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you. If you're new, do not subscribe to me. Like, don't. I don't want you to. Peace. Cue outro.